Welcome to the International Congress of Agorà held in Milan. We are very proud of being here with Dr. Tom van Eijk Clinic, aesthetic doctor, and we would like to know from you, what do you want to highlight from a scientific point of view regarding the beauty and harmony of our lips, and which are the scientific results of the session you were attending here?
Well, I think the important thing that I try to teach to my delegates and people on the Congress is the fact that you must realize when you use hyaluronic acid, it's important to realize that function of the hyaluronic acid depends not only on what's in your hand, but also the tissue in which you inject it. So you can imagine that if you put hyaluronic acid in fat tissue, it will fill up. Whereas if you put the same hyaluronic acid in the skin, it will strengthen the skin. So in case of lips, it's important to realize you need to make a diagnosis before. You need to figure out if you want to enlarge the lips or show more vermilion, or if you want to strengthen the wide roll, in order to determine where to put the gel and what function the gel will have in the patient's lips.
So innovation helps us, but it's very important to dialogue in a good way with the patient, is it right?
Yeah, it's very important to realize, to know what the patient wants, and even to know what in their social circle is acceptable. Because if you, for instance, a patient wants very big lips and she's very happy with them, and everybody in the street is looking at her and think she's looking weird, then I think I'm not doing my job right.
Lip tinting technique, what about this technique?
Well, lip tinting technique is a way to describe vertical injections that will give some volume in the lip, in the red part, then project up the white roll and give some strength in the white roll where needed. And you can make variations to that, but you must realize that once the needle is going through different tissues, you have different functions within each stroke. But it gives you maximum of control over volume and shape of the lips.
Do we need to inform better people regarding innovation in aesthetic medicine?
I think it's people are always on the search for information, and they want to know what is a good treatment and what is a safe treatment. So I think that if we give information about the innovations, it will surely help the customer or the patient to make the good decisions. Yes.
You also organize a lot of training and courses. How much is important in adjustment for professionals?
How much is?
It's important to training and to train and to adjustment, to have adjustment with a new technique.
Well, I think it's important if we look at the way we are trained in this business. We get our training from the industry that offers free trainings, and I see a lot of those industry trainings are pushing a lot of material. So you're kind of focused on using a lot of hyaluronic acid, whereas in my office I try to use as little as possible to have a good effect on the patient, because my objective is different. I want happy patients because I want a long-lasting relationship with my patients. So I don't care about whether I sell 1 or 2 syringes today. I care about, is this patient going to be with me in 10 years' time? So my incentive is different than the industry. So I think it's helpful if you take away that incentive of making money and just focus on the ethic and the aesthetics. That gives so much more satisfaction, I think. It's so much more fun. And eventually it's good for business anyhow. If you have happy patients, that's good for business when you sell 1 or 2 syringes per face.
So thank you very much for your participation and also for the focus on ethics. Thank you to all for listening to us.